Hey everyone, so I thought in this video I would share some more feminine essences from the oils. I know we've touched on a few feminine essences, but with this video I thought I would share maybe three more feminine essences that are beneficial to bring into any sessions that I have where I feel like the person needing the treatment, needing the work, is requiring some extra assistance from the plant essences. So not just the physical, benefits. For me, it is working with the spirit of the plant, because for me that's what I feel. So the physical is important, the emotional and the mental is important. However, there is a spirit to the plant, just like us. So today I'll share what I feel from another three, and then we'll go from there. And it could be like different, like for other people, they could pick up something completely different, which is fine. I'm just sharing what I feel. So first we'll go with Myrrh. So Myrrh, we know, is a very ancient, well, they're all ancient, but it does have a lot of references throughout history. Myrrh has been used in biblical times. For me, Myrrh it's very beautiful. It's a very thick oil, so it's very deep. So if you're using it in a blend, you would need to make sure that you bring in other oils with it to balance it out. So too much depth will make an oil be too deep, too relaxing, too bringing somebody down a little bit, if that makes sense. So you want to try and make it even. So I must mention as well that for me, when I do this work, you do need to know what you're doing. Like, it isn't just one size fits all. So the oils all have, there are contraindications with them. Like, some of them will not suit everybody. So you do need to know what you're doing, and you do need to know what you're working with. You need to know how to dilute it. You don't just use it as is. It's too toxic. So you do need to know. There's a lot more behind it. And there can be, I don't want to say severe, or there could be some severe things that could happen if you use it on the wrong person, but we won't go into that too much. We'll try and keep it pretty light. So Myrrh is very ancient. So for me, the essence of Myrrh is she's always felt like a goddess. So she has this very golden essence, very, very golden, very ancient, very goddess-like. And so, which makes sense because after I started getting these feelings, so for me, I guess, with certain things that I've felt with the oils, I'll do a bit of research and go, did I really feel that? Is that what I was picking up? So with her, she felt obviously very Egyptian. So yes, Egypt obviously goes back to ancient Egypt. She feels like a goddess. She has such a golden energy feel with her. And when I did some research, I did find out that she was used by a pharaoh who was a female pharaoh back in ancient times. And she, I cannot remember her name. I can't remember her name. But anyway, so this ancient pharaoh who reigned for over 20 years, she would wear myrrh on the soles of her feet so that she smelt like myrrh wherever she walked. And she would burn it in her temples, so everything smelt like myrrh. And I'm getting goosebumps on the back of my head, so that's a good reminder and a good confirmation. So she is, oh yeah, she's there. I can feel, oh, my back of my head's all goosebumpy. So that's really beautiful. Oh, getting chills. So yes, she is. She's a goddess, and beautiful on the skin, beautiful for dry skin. Good for the respiratory system, good for the digestive system, good for circulation. And I love the smell of her. Like it's very balsamic-y. Um, it almost used to smell a bit like, which sounds weird, like ashy. But when you get past the first, so, oh man, you need to go past the first scent and then go deeper. And when you go deeper, oh, just like there's a sweetness that comes out. Like you can smell the sweetness. Oh, so it's just so beautiful. So it always makes me think that back in ancient times, there must have been, the oils then would have been phenomenal. They would have been like so pure and just, oh, they would have just been amazing. So Myrrh, ancient goddess, Egyptian or associated with Egypt, golden essence, beautiful to bring in, just to remember, at the end of the day, it's always about remembering who you are. So in any work, I believe it is always going to be coming back to you, remembering who you are, because that's what it's all about. Okay, so good for the nervous system. This one here, Ylang Ylang. So Ylang Ylang actually it's a very deep, deep floral essence. The smell is, it's like very deep, deep floral. It's sweet, but it can get a bit heady. So you have to be mindful if you're using it that you don't use too much, because too much of it is actually could actually make you feel a bit heady, and you don't want the person that you're using the oil with, because even now after I've been inhaling it, I can feel it going in, like, and it can make you feel a little bit almost intoxicated. Intoxicated, that's what she is. She's intoxicating, actually. So that's what her essence feels like. It's intoxicating. It's but it's like it's an intoxication that needs to be balanced out. So you don't want too much intoxication. So for me, she's always felt very sensual. So, and she has such a beautiful confidence, this essence. So she's always felt like she's good to bring in if someone is feeling like they need help with sensuality, tapping into their sensuality, um, needing to feel a bit more confident when it comes to sensuality, if that makes sense. So, and obviously she's got that little bit of intoxication there, but you want to keep it balanced. So you don't want to have too much intoxication. You want to be sensual, but you don't want to be too intoxicating, if that makes sense. So yeah, so use her. So she's very deep, like oh, I'm getting hot now. She's very deep, like Myrrh. So if you use her in a blend, You don't want to have too much. You need to even it out. So even it out with some other oils that are going to lift the blend up. You want to be lifted. So you want a little bit of lift, you want a little bit of depth, and you want some medium. But I might have to do another video on that to explain it, because you have your high notes, your medium notes, and your deep notes. So you have to have a balance. Can't be too much depth and too much high. Okay. So that's so Ylang Ylang, very deep floral essence, very sensual, very confident and alluring, I guess. So that, yeah, that's her. She's got and I can feel like as I'm breathing her in, it's bringing energy up. You know, I can feel energy moving in me, so bringing energy out. Oh. But she feels very carefree at the same time. It's more just trying to make sure that it's a nice balance, so that it's not going to be too much depth. So carefree, feels carefree. Carefree too. So it's another deep one. All right. So Clary Sage. Now her name has come off, but it's because she has been used a bit. So Clary Sage for me, she's very, the smell is herbaceous. So she's a bit higher than the other two that I've just spoken about. Oh, beautiful. So herbaceous, different obviously than rosemary. Rosemary is herbaceous, but it's a different smell again, whereas Clary Sage is quite a uplifting, fine, refined herbaceous scent. Clary Sage has always felt like a wise woman, always, with every time I've felt her essence. She always feels like a wise woman. She is great for female issues, problems, hormones, and all that kind of thing. But she feels like a wise woman. And she has always felt like she's been associated with the moon, which would make sense. The moon, and I'm getting goosebumps on the back of my head. The moon, wise woman, she knows things. So she always feels great, like she comes in to remind you of the wise woman within. That's how she feels. When you need to remember the wise woman. So probably a really great thing also to come in when women are going through menopause, because we know that menopause is a time of transition where it would be normally celebrated, but for the most part we don't normally celebrate it. We try and run away from it. So wise woman, remembering who you are, and maybe too helping with transition through that stage of life, going into the crone, the wise woman, going into that phase of life. She'd be perfect for that. So yeah, getting goosebumps on my head. She's probably like, yes, remember that. Oh yeah, getting goosebumps from her. So she's beautiful. So Clary Sage, beautiful, wise woman. If you need to remember the wise woman within, you need to connect with her. You want to connect with her. She would be a beautiful oil to bring into your blends. But we will talk about that another time. How to blend. We'll do that. Okay. But anyway, so I thought I'd share 3 feminine essences with you today. Myrrh, Ylang Ylang, and Clary Sage. Okay. Enjoy and take care. Much love. Keep being yourself and keep remembering who you are. Okay. See ya.